The water, winding around the mountains, shapes the diverse terrain and forests of the Bangucheon Valley in Ulsan County. As the seasons change, the abundance of life that flourishes according to the natural order enriches this place. The heart of Bangucheon Valley lies in its petroglyphs, the most cherished treasure among its offerings. This enduring petroglyphs, standing tall despite the erosion of time, carries ancient memories that have endured for thousands of years, passed down to us through the ages. The Chunjeonri inscriptions and petroglyphs located in the upstream area of the Bangucheon Valley. The petroglyph surfaces, seemingly shaped by human hands, are filled with distinctive and peculiar patterns. The Chunjeonri petroglyphs were discovered on December 24, 1970, in an event often dubbed the Christmas Miracle. A university research team exploring Buddhist historical sites stumbled upon them, marking the first introduction of petroglyphs to the academic world. Various symbols such as diamonds, concentric circles, waves, and serpent-like patterns cover the surface abundantly before the emergence of written characters. Also, the depiction of male and female deer with long horns facing each other suggests that this site held sacred significance for prehistoric humans, possibly for rituals or ceremonies. Underneath the petroglyphs, finely engraved Chinese characters can be found. During the Shilla dynasty, Hwarangs frequented this place, leaving behind records akin to guest books. On this single petroglyph, footsteps from people of the Stone Age to those of the Bronze and Iron Ages have paused, each leaving behind their own aspirations. Bangucheon, located in Ulsan County, Ulsan Metropolitan City. Nowadays, this waterway is called Bangucheon, following its old name. Life thrived along the valley, where water, winding through the mountains, preserved a diverse and primitive landscape. Spring, brimming with vitality, invigorates all that it touches. As the frozen Bangucheon Valley thaws, life begins to stir with renewed vitality around the mountains, shaping diverse landscapes and forests. With every season's transition, the abundance comes from the blooming and fading in accordance with nature's rhythms. The Bangucheon, a tributary of the Taehwa River in Ulsan, has been a place where humans and nature have coexisted in harmony for ages. Even today, this site remains one of Ulsan's iconic scenic spots, faithfully preserving those traces throughout the ages. Throughout the valleys of Bangucheon, one frequently encounters footprints left behind by those who have traversed its paths. The Dongguk Dam, built to ensure water supply for the citizens of Ulsan. Beneath it lies the Ulsan Dongguk Museum. Since the announcement of the Dongguk Dam construction plan in 1995, A multitude of ancient relics were discovered in the construction site, totaling over 13,000 excavated artifacts. Exhibits include various artifacts such as pottery and ironware unearthed from tombs like the Hasamjeong ancient tomb from the Three Kingdoms period, as well as discoveries from temple sites and kiln sites. You can also delve into the history of Bangucheon and Daeguk, spanning from the Bronze Age to the Joseon Dynasty. Scattered along the Bangucheon are numerous treasures, from primordial landscapes steeped in the earth's memory to relics spanning from the prehistoric era to the Joseon period. The Bangucheon area, where diverse landscapes, forests, geomantic culture, and historical heritage converge, has been designated as a National Cultural Heritage Site, recognized as a scenic spot. The flat rocks, sculpted by the water's embrace, hold the ancient memories of the earth. Among them are hundreds of dinosaur footprints discovered around the Bangucheon petroglyphs. This area, dating back approximately 100 million years to the Cretaceous period, was the habitat for dinosaurs, making it a crucial natural heritage site for studying Earth's ecology. The Bangucheon hosts a plethora of treasures, spanning from primordial landscapes steeped in Earth's memory to relics collectively elevating its scenic value. The Bangucheon is a Confucian academy founded during the Joseon Dynasty at the site of Bangucheon Temple, where Munhwa resided during the Shilla period. In Eonyang County, people annually observe these Samhyunje ancestral rites with memorial tablet, paying tribute to historical figures such as the late Korea loyalist Pon Jeongmong-ju, who were exiled to this area. Confucian scholar from the Joseon Dynasty, Hwajae Lee-eun-jeok, and Hangang Jeonggu. The Bangucheon was temporarily closed in 1871 by the order of Hungsan Daewon-gun to abolish Seowons during the 8th year of King Gojong's reign. However, Confucian scholars from the Eonyang region later relocated the Seowon to its current location and reopened its doors. It was named Bangucheon due to its resemblance to the shape of a turtle lying down. The meandering waters of Bangucheon and the rugged cliffs it has carved out have been revered as the cradle of geomantic culture, a sanctuary sought by many poets and scholars for spiritual solace. Facing Bangucheon, there stands an ancient Joseon Dynasty house known as Jipcheongjang, meaning gathering clearness. This is the main ancestral pavilion of the Che family in Gyeongju, established by Unam Chaeshingi in 1713. Historically, it's been a spot where scholars and poets gathered to discuss and write. Summer has arrived at the resilient Bangucheon Valley, weathering through its trials. Deep within the valley, the concealed petroglyphs emerged to the world like another Christmas gift the following year after the discovery of the Cheonjeongli petroglyphs on December 25, 1971. That's the Bangucheon petroglyphs in Daeguk-mi. On the flat surface of the petroglyphs, there are engravings depicting the lives left by the prehistoric humans thousands of years ago. The Bangucheon Valley harbors a global prehistoric cultural heritage, the Bangude petroglyphs in Daegongri. Carved densely into the primary petroglyph face, measuring 10 meters wide and 3 meters high, are vivid records of prehistoric life left by the prehistoric humans. Estimating the date of creation, we can trace it back almost 7,000 years, offering an intriguing glimpse into the daily lives of the people who once lived in this area. The protagonists depicted in the petroglyphs head out. Even back then, the tiger, a predator that could have sprung out at any moment, roamed these lands. The sculptor of petroglyphs, depicting a wide range of animals from land to sea, have remarkable observational skills. The detailed depiction of each animal's appearance and behavior allows for clear recognition of each species. The lives and aspirations of the prehistoric humans who dwelled in this valley, engaged in hunting, are intricately carved into the canvas of these petroglyphs. Spanning the depths of time, the tales told by the prehistoric humans now confront us through these colossal rock carvings. Those records, vividly depicting the lives of hunting and fishing, are history itself. Most intriguing of all is the depiction of whales in the Bangude petroglyphs. Among the more than 300 engravings, whales make up the largest portion. How were prehistoric humans able to portray whales so vividly on the rocks of a valley far from the sea? The Bangude petroglyphs vividly portray every scenes of whale hunting, from setting out to sea to hunt whales, pulling them ashore with nets, and even the process of dismantling the whales. The Bangude petroglyphs, particularly located in the East Asian region along the Pacific coast, serve as a valuable resource, shedding light on the maritime fishing culture of the Neolithic era. Furthermore, they meticulously documented the tools used in whale hunting, including boats, nets, harpoons, spears, and harpoon lines in great detail. The engravings are so intricate that it's difficult to believe they were created thousands of years ago. The portrayal of baby whales being carried on their mothers' backs, surfacing to breathe outside the water, is so lifelike that it feels as if they are alive. With such a deep understanding of whale behavior, it almost seems as if the people from the Neolithic era, 7,000 years ago, had glimpsed into the depths of the water. What kind of relationship did they truly have with whales? The indigenous people of the remote village of La Malera in Indonesia hunt whales using methods reminiscent of those from the Neolithic era. Their sole weapon is the harpoon. For generations, the fishermen of La Malera have continued the age-old tradition of venturing out to sea from their village in wooden boats. It's akin to the figures of the Neolithic people depicted in the petroglyphs. Despite the global ban on whaling due to the endangered status of whales, the La Malera indigenous people are granted permission by the International Whaling Commission to hunt whales for survival. Facing off against powerful sperm whales, it's a situation on the edge. A single decisive strike to capture the whale. The La Malera fishermen throw themselves, driving the long harpoon into the whale. It's the same method employed by the prehistoric humans who created the petroglyphs 7,000 years ago. Whale hunting is a long-standing tradition for the indigenous people of La Malera, crucial for their survival. The whales caught at sea were brought ashore and then processed. Everyone in the village helps with the butchering and shares the meat equally. This too is depicted vividly on the petroglyphs. Thousands of years ago, prehistoric humans inhabited this land, engaging in whale hunting. In front of the petroglyphs they left behind, a grand festival unfolded. The Bangucheon petroglyphs depict humanity's earliest whale hunting scenes. Prehistoric humans of this land are shown praying for safety and abundance from the skies before embarking on their whale hunting expeditions. They etched their aspirations onto the sacred rock, offering prayers to the heavens, seeking peace and prosperity in their lives. Through the Bangucheon petroglyphs, a sacred and special space for prehistoric humans, we transcend space and time to encounter. Winter arrives in the valley, layered with the passage of time. The harsh laws of nature permits no one's approach. For millennia, the deep valleys of Bangucheon have concealed the magnificent petroglyphs, the great records left by prehistoric humans. The petroglyphs emerged into the world on December 25, 1971, akin to a Christmas miracle, recounting the lives of prehistoric humans. Ulsan City has been researching and proposing various solutions to lower the water level at the Sayan Dam in order to prevent flooding of the Bangucheon petroglyphs. The petroglyphs along the Bangucheon represent a distinctive prehistoric heritage of the East Asia's coastal regions. Their inscription as a UNESCO World Heritage Site is imminent. Awaits the arrival of another season.